It's a time of remembrance. It's a time of deep reflection on the values that motivated those who made the ultimate sacrifice and those who bear the scars of their valor and ordeal. They risk life and limbs for causes greater than themselves, for people they did not know and will never know, for principles that live on and make our lives and our world better every day. For each of those of us who have served the armed forces of our country, who have been at the front line during the war, during national disasters, during pandemics.
This is a very sad event we come witness. For pay respect to our brothers and sisters, we don't pass in a very tragic event. As the pastor say, death is inevitable. That means from the day when they born you, you get for no say, you get for die. But not to so. It never be too sudden. It never be too gruesome as how we brothers and sisters don't experience. Within a year, one for make the bereaved family, the one that we lost people then directly, but they know say this is not a loss for Salone. The one them were sick and still in a hospital for no give support to national medical team for them give them enough comfort and waiting to make we not go lose further. Today, within a year, as a country, we will be united at all times, especially in time of grief. We will get a kind event here soon. I want to blame we all, not to the time this for blame, make we reflect on what did not happen, what you for do, so that they can tear so number not for they happen to it. Accident, you know, they stop. But somehow.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may find yourself. Welcome to Slpp Weekly News. Me way dey behind this studio, me Nadima the Great, the Slpp Baba. Me family them, I welcome you now this program here today. Where we program today, we get for talk about the hard-working government of the Republic of Sierra Leone and the destructive oppositions them, where we get also inside Salone. So today, not to only me one guy for there, I got my co-host, DJ Foss, the Slpp DJ, and also Madam Tenet Baka, the woman where they keep the record straight. So now I bring DJ Foss in.
Sierra Leoneans, good morning and good evening out there, and I welcome Sierra Leoneans on Slpp Weekly News. I say thank you, they can join we for how they get education and how they get information from this studio. And I tell you thank you for welcoming we and also the welcome una at the studio. Thank you.
The man who wanna see the DJ Force, the SLPP DJ, we just don't greet una. Well, we go for car with Madam Tene Paka in right now. So insep can tell una how do. You mute.
Fambu de una do na the SLPP weekly news this. Me na Tene Paka they can't keep the record straight, yeah.
Thank you very much, Madam Tene Paka. The woman who wanna see so na Madam Tene Paka, the woman where they keep the record straight. So without wasting time, we don't see a tragedy that occur, and we don't see the responsibility of we leader. We in our president talk Edu Bio. We see President Bio not be there in the country, he be there far off, working very hard to transform the nation. But because this tragedy don't occur, President Bio left everything and come back. Because this is not disaster we thought we all. But because the hard-working president, he don't come back to see how to make sure everything where they go on in that country they is correct. So they tell them thank you for a good job and what they do. Now, before we hit the topic where we can discuss now today, inside Salon, where we get destructive opposition then, wherein the government of Sierra Leone, they work very hard, extremely well, to make sure every Sierra Leonean okay. But then they give the opportunity to DJ Force, my co-host, let himself can rub much more on that video introduction what you see. Then from there, we begin the business proper.
Well, fellow Sierra Leoneans, we all see President Bio, the hard-working president in speech, hold on laws who borders them. President Bio, they go through a lot of pain and suffering, and we all join them for how we go through that pain and suffering, because such deaths, nobody not be the expectant in Sierra Leone. Now, I make it final say in speech he give a very good speech by calling on Sierra Leoneans to remain united, to connect themselves united. He say this is not the time to play a blame game. Everybody get die, but nobody no wants such death we don't take place in Sierra Leone. It's very painful. Yeah, they were not prepared. I mean, deaths can come at any time. So we, the Sierra Leoneans, we get clean hearts. We love Sierra Leone. We enjoy President Bio for the moon, the country at this point in time. But once we the moon, we still get some particular information where they come on at the corners of the oppositions. We feel say then get rights for become more destructive. And we dey for make sure say like we Madam Tene Paka say for keep the record straight. We get buried now the whole country. The country the moon, and why then they for the play politics and other media houses. And who they will patrol all over the media houses will see their actions. It is dangerous and harmful to our country. So we also get for the come up with SLPP weekly news at all the time for make sure say we debunk those lazy politicians who if you say without politics there is no Sierra Leone. But we go tell them and say politics not to do or die game and just a way for love we able be transparent among ourselves. But don't take and say politics is the way to destroy Sierra Leone. But we go tell them and say Politics not to for use and for distress Sierra Leone, but not for use and for be Sierra Leone. So I tell President Bill, thank you. We at least it don't improve the health sector. At least you see the proactiveness of the doctors and come for can give aid to the wounded and even give respect to the people we don't pass away. First in history, we don't see such disaster don't take place. We don't see such respect given to our brothers today where they don't left in the world. But let we all go back and remember the most lie. Look where they be treat them. Like dogs. They not be treated them like human beings. They should also bundle them and go lay them in a grave. Go put them in a mass grave. But today, they go with the Sierra Leone green, white, and blue flag. And they dress them very well. And they make sure say they dress the coffin them with the green, white, and blue. So they go Sierra Leone. And we do them. We will pray for them. So I tell President Bill, thank you at least. He say it is time for unite. Death can come at any time, but when we are united, anyone we pass among we can able respect them and give a healthy barrier. Now he don't do so. A lot of things that be done they happen under where they just gather people and no more go bell and no more with no value. But today, President Bill don't come. He don't take a leadership. He don't show leadership. He don't show love to Sierra Leoneans. The Sierra Leoneans will not get on board. Will not follow their recycle politicians them. Where they not feature, where they abandon their job in the House of Parliament, they come out for the try and talk to the media houses, and they write bad about this government here. We are not listening to them. Now, on taxpayer money, where President Bill they take for pay, we are picking the school fees, and then money they need the one can take for can save in America, England, and can buy houses. They pay mortgages. Some of them, they are at the point of losing their mortgages. I mean, they don't become desperate. They don't turn around and recycle themselves. And they go and try for dirty Sierra Leoneans their mind for let them go against the government. But President Bill in government don't show leadership, he don't show love to Sierra Leoneans them, and would tell her thank you. If he can ask me for make a talk a bit about the moon and the speech of President Bill, I think I will take that and I go let other speakers for coming and say their own things they want to say. But I believe see leadership, President Bill don't show leadership in Sierra Leone. Not to think we new to everybody, even the wheelbarrow rider, the market women, the teachers, the police, the civil servants. They say they don't compare now from Shaka Stevie in time to JS Momo to Pakaba to Anes by Kruma. Until this day, they don't know say President Bill government serious pass, the government where they don't pass. I tell you, thank you.
Thank you very much, DJ Force, for that brilliant analysis then. I think it was a strong message. If you just join we, this is not Slpp Weekly News. We topic today is hard work in government versus then destructive oppositions. Then we know not me well for Salon. But before we enter inside proper, I would like to bring the woman where they keep the record straight, Madam Tenekbaka. Instead, let can give your message where you get concern that video where you see from President Bio and in things that we don't do. Welcome, Madam Tene. You are mute.
First and foremost, I just want to take this opportunity for thank retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and in Vice President and the entire team and the entire SLPP membership for the proactive response where they respond to this incident. Because this na incident where nobody not be the plan, but it don't can happen say it don't take over. If they don't they show clear leadership when they in opposition. When the Ebola happened, it called on the people of Sierra Leone say make them join hand with the government na Sierra Leone for Ebola. Let them make sure say everybody abides by the rules and regulation. This not to politics. This na disease we don't can our country where they no able handle. When the must slide happen, In 2017, President Bio im wife, Madam Fatima Jabi Bio, na im first go na the scene when dem dey in opposition. Then later, im man join her, dem see how dem able assist the victims dem. So him as a president, wetin cause dis kind issue yarn na e be don try go na the international conference for see how dem go able address when e come to disaster risk management, when e come to global warming, everything. Not to say e grab no more, e go waka, e no go waka for go trust money o, e go waka for network with world leaders dem and see how dem go come together and borrow notes from them and learn from them how dem go able address the issue of global warming, because e don dey affect you na salon. We don see wey fire happen na Susan's Bay, we see wey fire happen na Crew Bay, we see wey fire wey flooding dey happen, we see the mudslide and all etc etc. But when President Bio dey in opposition, when the mudslide happen, e just call on the nation for let dem can do am together. E no talk say the APC government na irresponsible government. So therefore, I want for time President Bio, e don show true leadership na salon. Nobody no be prepared for that thing dey. The entire team, these people dey are the way dem die and the honor wey dem don honor dem. Let God bless we na salon. Let God bless the entire Sierra Leonean people dem wey come together for make sure say dem people there dem get a befitted burial. Na so much amount for treat citizens dem. Dem treat them with dignity and respect, dem honor dem body. The president call on the nation and ask the nation for let mourn, and also call for prayers na the state house. Na so a good leader for behave. So whosoever get any other evil plan for that nation, Governor Clanton in prayer no go miss am. President Bio, e don show a true leadership. A true leadership. E call on the nation say let nobody don play me blame card. So I just want to take this opportunity and thank am. And the entire team and the vice president for let you know say e get a good leadership in place. When you know dey in vice president step in until e boss return, na that don build dem country a whole stock with sef. So I want for tell the entire nations, Sierra Leone, the people dem wey come together for support the burial of them people there, and wey dey mourn, wey believe say na disaster wey meet them, nobody no be get plan. That one wey dey go sit down na corner say President Bio na this, he go London, look where they dance, look where they kissing woman. Not to crime he commit. In a human, he get a life for live. He married, not to pekito he can go na in wife. So that statement need the left hand, so they don't see and look where they kiss his wife. Una no know wetin affectionate. Na President Bio say let this incident here be. Una see wetin he get for do, he left everything, he return back for make sure say make e dey on board as the head of that nation, for make sure say dem put modalities in place for bury dem and the wounded dem wey don left, make dem assist dem. Resources don come in for help very urgently. So once more, thanks very much President Bio and your vice president and the entire Slpp team, the ministers dem, the MPs dem wey come on board. Una all thank you. Una show a clear leadership.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenet Baka. That was Madam Tenet Baka, the woman way they keep the record straight. That was very, very nice and passionate speech from Madam Tenet Baka. You know, true can't say, let we talk the truth. President Bio loves Sierra Leone. President Bio loves Sierra Leoneans. Not to enforce time this, we don't do this. Just like what Madam Tenet Baka talk. And we remember, we the opposition now, when have been the regime, they've been make carelessness, we out of carelessness and negligence, we make Ebola enter another country there. At that time, President Bio be there in England, it is study. Where people then say, no, go the way you go the Ebola, like this, you go die. President Bio say no. He say, I not care if I did die with me people there. But there's no way for me to sit down and why me people then they suffer, they die. I get for go and help them to see how best we will revive with people there. Now that a good leader can do. Now from that time there, President Bio we not say passionate about Sierra Leone so much. So God will bless President Bio. God will bless the one that we there around now. We wish for Sierra Leone, let Sierra Leone be a very good country. But now, this is a sad moment for we. But then the APC, the oppositions them, they want to use the opportunity also to degrade the government, to degrade Mama Sierra Leone. I believe, say, in every nation, when you get an opposition, what you need for do is to come together. What the President Biode say, let's come together as one. Unite, make we country. Put politics aside. Fee for the one that we don't lose. But then the opposition then, what did they try for do now? They want score mark on what it don't happen. And just like what Madam Tenet say, that man not get anything to do with what will happen. God know it don't happen, it don't happen. But for that, we they see now how the opposition that they come out and they talk, say, President Bio, this, that, it's too much. I believe, say, not to that level for go, not for reduce yourself to that level. But I know the opposition, now people then when they not get shame, they not care, they not get that thing they call humanity, not they inside them. But I make it they do that because if humanity they inside you, you not go do that. But then now, coming back to the main topic we carry out today, and this is not the great topic here we can discuss on. This topic here is hard-working Slpp government versus destructive opposition inside Salon. We don't see Mother Bio they do extremely well for that country there. Now, today we'll say we're glad. Why? Because we don't score another big mark from the MCC award. We don't sit down here with the watch, we see APC then go car with somebody from EU. It can write longer statement then say how the good government not the bad result then it come out. But then today we don't see again from the day where President Bio come to power, we see the level of corruption, freedom of speech not be there in the country, but good things are not be there. But based on the good things that we President Bio don't do, we don't do on the map now. So now, Madam Tenet Baka and DJ Force, when they see the propagandas then where they go on around about the government, no freedom of speech, not the judiciary elapses there, and but good things then they talk. But then now today we don't score another score mark for MCC award, which is 83%. What thing I want to take on that? As they talk DJ Force, they put the score before you, where you say go to watch them and look at them. Then from there you analyze them.
One of the things we have for Sierra Leoneans them. This is not the time we actually now need for draw the red line between these two political parties, because we don't deal with these two political parties for a very long time. The 10 way will not be get APC Tolombo to get pan body in Sierra Leone. If I now say Sierra Leone, we get competition with other countries, them, with other nations. Sierra Leone only fall when they allow APC for come, exist, and live, and take power in Sierra Leone. Moving forward, I dey call upon Sierra Leoneans them
I think we get some technical issue with DJ Force, but it come back. Well, Madam Tene, now we don't DJ Force be the talk about these corruption cases and some analysis then what it is government don't do. And you also were now one of the strong specialists. You see then few times ago, European Union go with their representative, go begin this talk a lot of things then against the government. But then today, upon all the things that way they don't do, MCC will don't score another higher mark inside again. So, what thing are you on take on that? As you watch, they show the report right here. You they see political right. You see how we don't score on the green side. Almost, yeah. You see the civil liberty. You see control of corruption, 83 index. Oh, we don't get here. So now, according to the statement of the ACC boss, I got for can show one very soon. Let everybody see. But what thing are you on take on before I count them for you? You mute. You mute, Madam Tene. You get for sit down. Do ya? You mute.
I make no one go outside. Yeah, I want to take this opportunity for thank the Slpp government again and the anti-corruption, because and also thank Ben Kefala thank you, because the president delegate that tax day to him and they work very hard. This don't clearly show the people of Sierra Leone the transparency and accountability in the ACC. Somebody know they look you, he give you award because of your face, because of your color, because of he about you. Not because of them they do the check and balance and see what you na they do. If Sierra Leoneans they were honest, the former ACC boss now go turn lawyer for the anti-corruption case where President Bill don't set up na salon. When I can imagine that, in where be then at the anti-corruption, it did the weather activities then they happen, whether man and they embezzle their funds then they like today. Now in turn lawyer back for them same people then they for go defend them. Let's see the conspiracy. But in this case, we all don't see how Ben Kefala don't work hard, and most of their institutions then when they don't tighten up their leakages them, both parties not happy. Now then they go through other people the way they make too much noise na salon. I don't tell una Sierra Leoneans then una be careful. Sometimes we all sing they affect we. For maybe president don't they in opposition before they come he become the president of Sierra Leone. Una dirty been there. Everything I hate una want put her. Una laziness una no one una want free thing this free thing there now I don't give you the problem today na salo na pana una dey put her. But I want for tell God thank you. Anytime una think say una dey bring and calm down, the Papa God will create her, the elevator. Now Sierra Leone don't get the MCC award, the anti-corruption index. It don't go to 83 for say then they minimize corruption. Well done, President Bill. Well done, Ben Kefala and the entire team of Slpp. So me sometimes their oppositions then they talk. I can understand. You know, say difficult for you know say e hard for blind man for see, e already blind so e no go see. So me no wan place emphasis on their own side. Wetin no more, the ACC they don do well. Congratulations for that award. Na a pride to SLPP.
Thank you very much. Let me just show you who through the statement from the ACC.
DJ First don come on.
No, it no come. Now, Sierra Leoneans. These are the statements we get from the ACC boss. I believe say every meaningful Sierra Leonean, the one we love this country, yeah, go really gladly and appreciate what he don't happen. You see, now according to Ben Kefala, when I don't see, they say the war continue to celebrate, validate, and support our outstanding war against corruption in Sierra Leone. At least MCC score card on the control against corruption. You see, score at 83%. Yeah, confirm a 4-year back excellency pass. In 2017, when we see corruption, it been there 49%. Yeah, but then after President Tokendubio, it turned to president, then the appointment Kefala, what it happened, the corruption, the fight against corruption, it become very, very strong. And Ben Kefala found a very strong team. Then we see also, after where that don't happen, enforcing the law, try to work very hard to fight corruption. We see in a jump from that time the way President Bio don't become president, 2018, 71%. Then 2019, we score 79%. Then in 2009, okay, yeah, then 81% in 81% in 2020. But now today, 2021, on the same date, we don't get 83%. This is a bravo to Sierra Leone. So the ACC congratulates Sierra Leoneans. This is a credible thing for we all. Yes, Madam Tenepaka, what in you take?
As I talk no more, even the people then where they work with Ben Kefala, everybody na for that don't show say there's a teamwork between them. They try for track down corruption, then they do great work. You know, then they don't do well. They don't do extremely well. They don't do good things then. Because if they're not on track down on corruption within these 3 years, then money then they will say then they come out for building schools them, then hospitals them bridges them where they not be able to make, they don't make them. Now them money then leakages then where they don't block. Now them money then they use now for spend and power picking them. Now that country day. So really this not a very good thing for Salon. We dey celebrate and we will understand we dey celebrate because we know the impact of corruption. Now that make this part of the world find itself. You do corrupt activities, I like they say you na party in Bolia, they go prison. I know one member of parliament all day na the same Labour Party, they don't sentence her, e dey prison now. Because I don't know they say because you belong to this party where you do corruption and know they hold you. The premier now he don't step aside. He get 2 corruption cases there. He make a quick he step aside because he knows say if they find him guilty, if they lost even in pension now this country here. Now he don't decide for pay them money then they back. And he then a media, all the media houses then they see and wait then they interview. So Ben Kefala, well done, great job, President Bio. This now one of the man that we don't put in an area, no regrets. It work very hard, and it don't make sure say una don't get an award from that sector. Day do ya me key recommendation Ben Kefala, congratulations once more. Them man that we don't engage into them corrupt activities. Then when they can have the back door for can do settlements. put them at the media. You sabi them why how they na the country. They're not good for salon, they're not good for themselves. This tanker issue wey don happen, everything na President Bio na in dem wan put am pa. We get them blind supporter and sycophants dem wey dem even dey out of that country wey we think say dem go live na overseas for transform their own life, for understand the society wey dem dey, let dem dey learn for talk too, but dem all na lie and hatred na dey na dem hate. Then they see the reality, then they see the white, they want turn am to black. This country where you don embezzle government funds, where you want for pay, then they put you in a media. If una not put them in a media tomorrow, then they do backyard settlement, una left there, then say do ya una wan go na media tomorrow, then they say na lie, and I not be take no money, na lie, then lie pa me, una see me self I pay. Do ya allow learn from this? Let them man and anybody will pay now. Una use the media house. Contact the Minister of Information. Let them use the media houses. Then una inform the country. Say this person will be own. Now this money he don't pay. Now that make when the thing they happen now, they now begin to run the holla say the judiciary not credible. But now they don't go big say let una move the cases then na courts. Law na not care dem go openly let the world see them, but then they can't do settlements na the backyard, and the same time they go sit down at their media, then they discredit the institutions. Then they me know say the judiciary a credible, no community no dey wey no dey see a small but dey, and then same one wey be don dey wey na dem believe in them, wey na the lawyers dem na dem dey play them on the hand game there inside that department dey. So I want for tell Sierra Leoneans then say this na a very good thing for we country. This dey bring investment come our country. The waitman wey get sense wey look at that index score, that go encourage investors then for Canada the country for can operate there. So ACC, thank you, kudos, una don do well, and una no lis ten to them. I see una not listen to them, una not continue for listening to them. For the European Union, I feel am for that guy wey come, by right, if you don't go listen to the opposition in your own side, na be responsibility wey if I come to the ruling government side, or we get the man wey dey in between wey dey feel say he is smart pass all Sierra Leoneans there, but then they very soon e go reach in Waterloo. I no doubt APC na dem get for any political career, na they play them on that hand game there. Mr. No all he dey with them. I know the name of it. Then they would keep am first for am. So let DJ first come in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now DJ Force, you are welcome. You're welcome. If you don't you don't let me. You go walk, you come back here. You let work like President Bio.
I really sorry, man. I saw
Put your phone on charge, let the charge. Now make it a crap, please.
My phone fully charged. Now my machine they won't get.
Thank you very much. Yes, DJ Force. Now you see we be talk about the MCC's call. Salon don Naka again. I believe say you be the follow the trending. Now, what are you on take on that? Because we see say man they be don't come out, other side them, where then come that they talk say President Bio this, President Bio that, the government not correct, the judiciary not fine, But then now we don't score the MCC award again heavy. So what are you on take before I come with then destructive opposition then where they talk boku. What are you on take on them? Then from the account.
Well, bravo to the government. That don't show leadership. That don't show say the government they on top of their responsibility. One of the recommendations today we want to forgive the government. The people at the top know the meaning of MCC scorecard. But how we get for transform and translate them to the market women, to the wheelbarrow riders, to the people who no get education in Sierra Leone. So now we get for work very hard for break then tier to particle so that it go meet the one then na the market. For me, they know say the government we they don't vote for, they vote not lazy. And we also get for work very hard for make sure say we tell Sierra Leone then say Sierra Leone does not belong to the oppositions. Because once this government they work, they get this kind of international recognition and international reward and award. Then it is time for law to make sure say the layman and the villages for they know the hard work of President Bio and the hard work of President Bio in government. Now, since they don't know say President Bio in government, don't they take Sierra Leone to the highest level of standard? Now, I made the opposition, the very, very crook. They don't pass around for me to disturb with credible institutions then. And they encourage the government institutions then for stand tall for protect their service and protect the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone. We all know say opposition, they always they say something we go able to make it get way for come to power. It is hard time now for Sierra Leoneans them for discipline their oppositions they are wait say now they get right for go for do things them for go for pray. The MCC award that President Bio don't score goal. He don't score achievement. He don't achieve. Now, they in corruption cases so don't count with. We are going to election. We are going to elections. Now, ACC would encourage Benkefala, making us you don't wait for President Bio for saying that President Bio get for tell him what you're waiting for do. Now, President Bio don't delegate the tax to them. So now, then people are where they come behind the door, they pay them money here. Una display the name na the newspaper, na the radio stations there, na the TV stations there. When campaign time get for reach, then people are their political criminals there. They get for go back to their people and begin tell them say will not be paid nothing. Not like they be the life away because evidence no day. The information just there between ACC and President Bio. When they pay their tax here, they pay. With the civil servant them. They well know whether they pay this money here. But the market women, the farmers, the Uber riders, the teachers, they don't know. So now we bring the information down to them. For me, they know say, the inquiry where they carry, not to which horn. Yeah? Not to which horn. The money, where they be thief, they don't pay. Whether they people will pay this money, it display the name them. Now the radio station. That's all this country that they do. But when we on, we say now brothers and sister business, where their brothers and sister business, that same politicians, the way this inquiry they don't hold, they don't pass around, they don't recycle themselves. Now they cause disturbance in information, and they bring divided politics. Now they dirty Sierra Leoneans they bring just for make the fair way for come to power. Yeah. So they encourage Benkefala for let it display one whole booklet that they sell on the streets and bring their people here on a radio station for display the name them because Victor Fobi talk him. That hard gate. He said the third person will pay the money. No, Victor Fobi said not to me pay. Third person I pay. Who done this third person? Let the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone, the SLPP government, bring their people here to book. Bring them people here and display their names. Even per black card. Yeah? Pin and a 43. Let all man see how much they don't they pay. They name them. Now he go protect the campaign message where they bring come 2023. But if we not do so, the politicians, the way don't ridicule Sierra Leone, way distress Sierra Leone, they get so many ways for play games just for let they get votes in Sierra Leone. So would they encourage the government for let it display them people here their name, and would they encourage Sierra Leoneans them for embrace President Bio in government as well don't they see the reward where it don't they get, and for more they don't get their votes, and their votes get power. Their votes it gets seed and that seed they don't they germinate, they don't they grow. So now we encourage President being in government. Now we not allow them politicians the way they know they work in the markets, they go and ask for pepper, but they don't get pepper yard. They don't get pepper garden. They go and ask for Maggi, but they don't get factory where they produce Maggi. They don't get cassava garden where they go ask how much for cassava. These are all signs for say these are lazy politicians where we don't they rip off Sierra Leoneans their resources. So if you can ask me for make a talk about ACC report, well, the best evidence now I don't shoot so for let say the Republic of Sierra Leone government will see Sierra Leone does not belong to opposition. So I'll go on this first.
Thank you very much, DJ Force. Thank you very much. Sierra Leoneans, when I just don't hear DJ Force, don't analyze the issues them, and also don't give some recommendation there. I mean that recommendation self as supporter. We remember in Ghana, there's I don't know when I see that video or photo where somebody go thief. What did they do to them? They put them down naked, tie them, beat them. I believe, say Sierra Leone, if somebody don't thief, yeah, time come to return with the money, then they do it behind closed door. Tomorrow, APC go look at that. That person go look at it and say, and in fact, in his name not the day, he not commit no crime. And where is the evidence? The evidence, even they told they go deny them. But if we don't begin molest them, show to the public where they carry the money, where they don't thief, for let everybody know, say yes, Joe Bland or this, that, don't thief on couple. Now, it don't return this couple, yeah. Look the couple. Just like the same thing will be happening to them teachers then. Where you put them now do. So I believe, say, them big IMP then, where don't hurt Mama Sierra Leone, their recommendation here is very, very important. Because APC, even the party chairman, the former president, what did he do? If they look at your signature, it said not to in, sign them, not to in. So if evidence not there for me and you, where we don't get our, we keep our, we see them, kolo, that this person be don't embezzle, it be don't thief. Now it don't return the money, we don't see them. Then we mark them, we take the picture, we keep them. Tomorrow we want stand for public office. We say, well, you corrupt, yeah, and you not go come, you not go stand again because these are some of the things that will happen here inside the Western world. So we recommend the ACC to do that. Now, why we don't talk, say they don't galvanize, the opposition don't galvanize, they work together, they all don't come together to bring this government down. They call and say, Kosowa, Kosotion, or Kosovo, whatever. But we don't also see, not only them, most of them activists, the way they come in as a winner activist, winner neutral body, but they are not neutral. They are the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodis operative. Like for the instance, we talk about Marcela Samba, where an APC operative in the right order fake information there because he believes say when APC come back in the power, he will get position. Then they fight this government. So people like them body, then they will know say an APC operative. We they also they give the advice to the government that people like that they will not for encourage them at the society because we already know which side they belong. So now, before I give Madam Tenet Baka, I want to let you hear it from this person here. Then Madam Tenet Baka, you deal with her for me, do you?
To be honest,
so it's a shame that we put this kind of democratic hail as being able to put themselves on the trajectory of post-conflict reconstruction. We're not supposed to do them. So it's a shame that we go through this kind of democratic decline, a country where the hail has been able to put themselves on the trajectory of post-conflict reconstruction, a country where don't hail for say we don't conduct 2 successive elections, governments don't change hands from SLPP to APC, from APC to SLPP, for where political analysts then believe say whenever this situation happen in countries, especially in post-conflict states, is a value because it shows say democracy don't consolidate. But for now we can get a mission report where systematically they outline the democratic regression before concern. And I want to use this opportunity repeatedly for say, yes, we will not call for this, but we voice them on the drown in political party people that were on the all over social media and the radio, they say things they were not right. But then now it's a shame that the international community and this is the European Union. I just want to make people that know say when we talk about electoral reforms, we began a number of agencies, international missions. There was the Commonwealth, there was the Carter Center, there was ECOWAS at the sub-regional level, there was the African Union. They all be there in country backed by the observation of domestic elections observer group, and all their recommendation they all tie in. So their recommendation has to not to European Union no more make them. Okay. They recommend.
Now, Madam Tenet Baka, you don't hear this. Now I make ABC sorry for holding up, for let you watch them. Then from there you respond. So you don't already hear it. Please mute yourself. Yeah.
During the election, I be then at the Republic of Sierra Leone. Me I be a returning officer. I be get pulling agents and when I be there in charge of them. After the whole election, the AU, the ECOWAS, the EU, they all approved that election, saying a credible election. So I'm surprised why the lady they don't reverse, they don't come, then they come with complaints them, then they come with different talk them, they go na media. Masala they say, they say this a democratic process or whatsoever. The issue of them guys there, yeah. Now one thing when they try for apprehend inside the country when are truth. Are they feeling so much for them because they don't go through the institutions then they I don't know whose transformation where they get because of political greed. They not even talk as a citizen of a nation. They talk purely because they belong to a political party and they want to support that political party. Now, these are the common issues that all don't they get. For instance, when you don't left power, you hand over to somebody where they can succeed you in that power day. You tell them what you don't do. You debrief and how far you don't stop. As a good citizen, the next person where they come in, una to not get for be enemy. Una they exchange notes. Then una they talk to each other. Una they communicate for waiting. So for the best interest of the people and the society. It's not about one individual. It's not about me and you. I really want to see the civil society in Sierra Leone. Let them talk as a citizens, even the members of parliament. Because I don't go work in Sierra Leone, I did there for 6 months. I dey see the members of parliament where they go there, na personality attack instead of them debate on issues then. So what's in this lady done they try for say, I see the noise will be make for Bintu monitored. For me, na make I be say, we don't need Bintu monitored. We need a dialogue, we will not get forget a label, say Bintu monitored. Because APC then get one way then they do from that being to monitor, then they begin scared people there. Yes, it be there in place for let them say yes. We don't call upon the opposition for law all consider. We waiting say but we not for tag as being to monitored because being to money 1, being to money 2 already get a sigma we already don't classify say now because of BBBB conflict and winning an election, then the opposition don't begin to cause distraction at the community, not calling for let go, spend huge money, then try forget them where we want, where the sitting president they try for bring them for let them put things together because of the wrongdoing. Now they not taken at their head, they pass with and they write false information but they to the EU. But we don't already pass that stage. They may not like for repeat themselves. Not so EU they can vote for Salon. The same person where they behind that EU day, now the same international politics now in the play. If forget saying now the people that are the ground they vote. Now make now photo they be they count. You know how many photo can like we don't go take with world leaders then, with dignitary people dem wey get personality. The issues of these people, dem no wan let this government investigate who side dem spend some of dem money, dem cosmetics goods dem wey dem make, dem thing dem dey wey dey how dem spend dem money dem dey. Dem no be wan let government come make dem give account of anything. Dem just wan for walk away and dem no give account of anything wey government don ask dem say una can't give account of so thing. Look at the roads dem wey dem say wey dem make. If dem tell you the amount of money wey dem take for Wilkinson road, den wusa we dey so today. All dem thing there, people dem no dey talk to me. Me na member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. If dem dey do wrong, I go tell dem say it's wrong. If dem do good, I go tell dem say e good. But dem lady there, everything wey the government dey do, everything wey the government dey do, e no dey do this, e no dey do that, e no dey do that, e no dey bring this. We get dem blind supporters dem wey stuck themselves inside overseas. When dem go work na nursing home, dem whole day dem come. Then they say the SLPP government not responsible. But when the SLPP government don took power, e don find out say Sierra Leone dey in darkness. What una be dey say wey the past regime say they don make bumbuna. When the president and the minister of energy and in team them, then they try for electrify the entire country. When then they see who side and guide and the court cable, they no they even talk about that for condemn them, say what una they do it wrong. Before that they be don set a cabal. But I tell God thank you to the Kafu Bulong swear. Kafu Bulong, una come back and put swear because they don't form cabal now for this incident so it don't happen. Then they can eat them money. They don't begin to make ID there now for cancer. Now their family members there, they don't die. You know, when they see who side them lady there, they call themselves a civil society. Then they take side. A civil society, a society we get for day where they talk on both sides. When you wrong na this side, now on a place for come on board and say it wrong. This now the lady who don't sit down, they don't go burn Josephine Jackson in house. He not ever condemn that act. He call himself a civil society and an activist and in a woman. If he believe in gender and diversity, he not make no comment. He not talk. He not come na the media for say a word or make a statement say it is wrong what you una dey do. He not ever do am.
Thank you very much. DJ Force, you don't hear what Madam Tenant don't talk. You know the reason why I called that woman in video because now things the way they don't gladly say the international body don't pull hard for the country because justice not in the country. But then now we don't see say upon all the lie way they make this MCC award just don't manifest say they report there when they call it an APC report, not to international community report done it. However, I go want let you remote one as small before I give you just 1 minute, please.
Masala Samba na Reki behind this government. I want to draw the attention of President Bio and entire cabinet for saying Masala Samba, not to activists, not to civil society they represent, na Reki inside behind this government. First and foremost, would I begin the position for letting the monitor with local election? This na me question. Then I also want to tell the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone say, whosoever na opposition where they work, where they serve inside the government and they don't dictate them, therefore delete them. We know they encourage such people. Look, all what they talk, it said not to European Union no more cow this report. You know, you see the Bible and the Quran, they perfect now. Yeah? It said, then self and the European Union, and they put this report together. Say you see the justice who say God don't begin fetam. When I go back and listen to that in speech, to what he talk. Say not to European Union no more. Yes. It say we self, we the local people. Yeah. So Masala Samba would give position as Sierra Leone for monitor with local election, for be an election observer. Would I give that responsibility? This na me question where they go back to the entire Sierra Leoneans them. You not going to encourage people for can work with you, they're not ready for work with you. Encourage people where one for can serve the country, where not to the political party that they can serve. For me, the opposition, there plenty inside the government here. The particles of opposition, plenty inside the government here. And they fight back. Or we say they fight corruption, but corruption go fight back, but corruption go lost. So Masala Samba, whosoever they inside the government where they encourage and where they pass information, yeah, na reki. I want to know if na the opposition speaker now. Because civil society are called in civil corruption. Yeah? Civil society, SLPP government can meet them. They be done they serve APC for so long. A lot of mistakes they be done they go where they not be able to put them mistakes that they in place. They not be able to combat them mistakes that they. Now they want for combat this government, their mistake that they were not a mistake. We they correct the system, but then they call and say the system is not working. So such people will not need for encourage them. Yeah, it is hard time the government for stand tall for make sure say whosoever they for put the government in respect down, internal and external must be removed from job. But people in the way they qualify. Wait for me. But people in the way they qualify in Sierra Leone. Where one for can work for the national anthem, for the national flag, for the green, white, and blue. Not to focus on political party. So it is good time now for letting government begin know who will stand and who opposition for stand. Now they mean they stop for say Masala Samba Nareki. Yeah, he not talk opposition speaker now. He not to civil society anymore. We all know a position who say stand now. Now APC they fed for. And what thing they work for? They work for divide, that division, that divided nation where they be done build, that foundation. Now they want for continue till we hit to election. Then you see the reaction of the opposition. Now they work towards, yeah?
Thank you very much, DJ Force. I go holiday. Now, when I don't hear DJ Force in recommendation with a give. But then I can push them back to DJ Force. This video they can play a video where we all watch and then we all analyze together. On then destructive opposition them. Anything we're good for this country, they know they accept her, they don't come together. In fact, the like of Kanda Yukila, we don't team up. In fact, not to NGC day again. We know say na APC day because we don't see say even a court where it were na APC. But however, let me come with this video, let's watch and then from there we'll analyze. We see them one the way they don't galvanize together, we construct themselves together to say Sierra Leone and the good things that we they enjoy. The better we don't come, we're not going to enjoy them. But before I show and first, fellow Sierra Leonean, let me take small break with a small body water. Let we shake them. Then from there, we continue with the Aga for Can show. Sorry, Nade, we get for left for now. If you just join with this program, Slpp Weekly News, now we can analyze some key issues. Then today we talk about President Talk and do Bio and good things that they do. Not to only President Bio, but also the government of Sierra Leone, the hard work where they do. But we get oppositions then within the country when they say that betterness we will be the pray God for, we don't come. They say no, they're not happy. Then say 2020 whatever they want to join together to destroy Sierra Leone. They all be big IMPs, then come together when they don't care for Salon, they talk boku thing. So let me come with this video. Now when I begin watching them now and listen to what he then one day when they know me well for this country, they pass it.
So COVID small, no more, just full and small. I think you go there. No, they can tell. I'm Kande Yunkela, leader of the NGC in Parliament. My caucus is totally against this nomination. We've made it clear before this process. We've made it clear during the interview, and we're making it clear today in Parliament. You heard what we said. We stand by it. The process was not correct. The integrity of the person is in question. Some of us, our parties have dealt with her over the last 7 years. So nobody will teach us or try to launder image. We're talking about experience. Going there to settle disputes, observing her manipulations, observing her deliberate delay in acknowledging letters, replying to letters, even manipulating letters. We stand by what we said.
Before I give you DJ Force, I don't see one of the so-called politicians there who will get in that country where they talk about manipulation. Before I give you DJ Force, I believe say Sierra Leone, when we were kind of UK talk about manipulation, we're not in the manipulative boss. Because kind of UK where it come run for president or flag bearer under SLPP, it not be registered. Not to register member. It go falsify a ID card. It go na boy, go try for make a quick. But I get people that will go really answer this question, you know. So when we talk about somebody where they say they do clandestine or other way around, I kind of UK. But when I was Sabi good, when I tell me about DJ Force, I come with you back there before I give Madam Tenek Paka. Or this kind of the topic, that statement, the reckless statement with the commoner emote.
No, leadership, now God they give. We papa and mama born you, we not listen to them. The reward will follow you in your old age. Now I know they follow Kale Killer. Kale Killer me for one, I know they admire him. He don't fail in people. The people they vote. When the people in the Republic of Sierra Leone be say, and I be serious man, the voter in, he go to the House of Parliament with most of the parliamentarian law. You know, for go school, it's different for no parliament. But people in the way they don't go school in that country, they don't sabi constitution. You know me say when you don't go work in the United Nations, that means you don't sabi constitution. That means you don't know how parliament they work. That means you don't sabi parliament house. No, this man go to the House of Parliament, he don't even know the responsibility of parliament. This not the man where go to the House of Parliament. He join people there, they kick the Bible and the Quran. Now they swear, now you don't follow them too. Now you make it the final say, when President Bill they nominate Sierra Leoneans, they forget work. For can't serve the states. Then they go serve the streets. They go come on at the parliament, they boycott parliament, they come on and street, but they cause noise. Moving forward, leadership, now God they give. Can they not to leader? They just they force away, not to way Lambu, God they make you leader. No. If not that, all teachers today for be president in the Republic of Sierra Leone because they Lambu. But leadership now God they give. This not the man where President Bill single-handedly holding hand. He lift them up, I always force in registration at the SLPP party. But when God say not to him, what do? He walk away. He go back to the House of Parliament, they kick the Bible and the Quran. This is not the man where go call the government as Junta.
Yeah, Junta government.
He said this and they say that the Junta government, but the Junta government they PM, then they go hold the money, they go they eat up. This not the man back where they in Sierra Leone. If they write project them, like if they write project on behalf of Sierra Leoneans, and then money the way they can, it don't they show to the government, it they hold like it they eat up. Now it don't pass around, it say they form consortium. Now the consortium get for earn in political career because this not the man where they give $250,000 for can declare 2018 election for the APC Tolombo Tollgate and body. What do? He hide by the he run away. You don't forget. You know sabi APC. Who born inside APC now? Who go tell about APC? Maybe you know sabi. You know born inside APC. Not yesterday he born. Now, What the APC they play with Kane Inkela? They don't want third party in Sierra Leone. APC they try for key C4C. APC they try for key NGC. The only party where APC won in Sierra Leone, now the SLPP party, but they don't want no other political party. And now only SLPP go able pull power na APC they are. Once SLPP is united, APC will never smell power. So now make the finance masala samba them, then they recruit them behind this government. Now they Kade Yukela na they compile the report. Masala samba na they bring the information to Kade Yukela, they compile United Nations journalists. Then he send them like Isabi all the responsibilities them where Sierra Leone they face it. Then he begin complain about the government here. But in the right project, the money that they come in the whole like they eat them. Kade Yukela na it all like this way they play. But for me, the APC get for end in political career. I want these recycled politicians. Cheno Majuba, the man where they sit down today na parliament also na the speaker of the house. A lamb book pass Cheno Majuba. Cheno Majuba na in the inside that country. They unless they sack the vice president, they not be cow talk nothing. Na Sierra Leone. Yeah, they tell they at the point of Ebola. Yeah. Disease they kill Sierra Leone, they like fall. Now the time they pass around, they make kaba, they sack Sansmana. Today, now they are back, they don't pass around dangerous in the Republic of Sierra Leone. So, Kane Yukela, for me, in consortium way don't form, now you get for drag into engrave. Because at the end of the day, they get for reach to a side where they say no to Ram. They go on for use force. That is the end of his own political career. So the divided politics, the dirty politics where Kane Yukela they play, it is hard time for the Republic of Sierra Leone government for stand top for say anybody in that House of Parliament where come on and do now. His salary, they for cut him. Because I mean don't take in and say now they get for they play press release. They threaten with this government with press release and boycott of parliament. Now I know they see. Now make when they go appoint Western Union, Western area representative, now Sierra Leone. They say no, they not agree. They dictate to the government. They want for dictate to the government. They want for threaten the government, and not to opposition vote for this government. Not to Kane Yukela vote for this government. Not to Cheno Majuba vote for this government. Not to Dennis Bright they vote for this government. Let President Bio and administration stand tall for make sure say whosoever stand against the authority must be disciplined. Yeah, not to they encourage opposition and peace and a good government. No. There is law between government, opposition, and the country. Once they know they go by the law, they know they try to follow their responsibility. Then it is hard time the government for stand tall say not to let people have vote for them. When they not free their opposition they are. They guys are lazy and corrupt politicians. They make a whole and they other speakers.
Thank you very much.
Yeah?
Thank you very much, DJ Force. Thank you very much, DJ Force. If I'm going to see how the business suite. This is not SLPP weekly news. Now, yeah, we can get the opportunity to make the record straight and also the recommendations then. So now, Madam Tenekwaka, you don't hear DJ Force. And you don't see Kanda Yukela in talks the way they talk. But before I give you Kanda Yukela, I want let this other second speaker let it talk, let you compile them together, let you keep the record straight.
By saying that I agree totally with Dr. Kanda Yukela, so I will not be repeating most of what he said, but I agree with all what he did say. But I also want to add that the neck that will be taking us to 2023 as it is, all the 5 or so commissioners are going to be new kids in the block, none of them with experience. We have a new chairman, a new commissioner south, a new commissioner east, and as it is, we have vacant positions in the north and northwest. Now they are attempting to impose a new commissioner again to us in the western area. So it just shows that they have a game plan which we must resist legitimately. We must follow due process to resist illegitimacy. The power way of operating should stop. You are in the
Let me hang on there first, Madam Tenen. Now you don't like this. You don't like this one. What are you think?
But this not a cabal, a cartel of smooth criminals. They think say they're smart, but they feel am for them. Where they learn book, but they not get common sense. And like an Yunkela go APC na in political rights, APC na get UN garage, but SLP will not get UN garage. When they retire you na UN no council will not get garage for you. We bend the line long. What's in the mommy get for say? The Sierra Leone judiciary, the Sierra Leone Ministry of Justice, then get for come with policies, then really. Then get for come with laws, then. Anybody will engage when a sexual predator enough of val for any position, anybody will don't engage in corruption, embezzlement of government funds, not for engage into any political activities. The people of Sierra Leone need for come up with laws. Then I make her say the one that when they come out diaspora they can't join the government, and the one that when at the home base then how una go for transform una country, una compare una country to other country, una not say no more hey yana salon una get for match up with the rest of the world, or even with other comrade and at the West Africa sub-region. We get for step up, we game them. One, this na the man Alfred Senesi, this na the man Kame Yunkela aka Alfred Senesi, we don't already forge in political membership registration, but if you think say it's smart, maybe tell the SLPP say that man a APC, he wear the socks, he cover am with the trusses, but Governor Clarkson in prayers don't they expose them. Why una no say this thing una no want? Why una they match up? Why una they match out of parliament? We want for see a strong opposition. Una sit down and debate on issues. Una no want debate, then una walk out. Then how they go for do this thing? Stay in and tell the ruling government say now this una want, na this una want. Una debate on at the end of the day una come to conclusion what's in the best thing for the best interest of the country and the people. But don't go walk out of parliament to go team up. He dey do papa. And they tell SLPP, not a social club, not a secret society. Now a political party wey can for take up governance and put things there in place. Una go for know how na they handle their oppositions then, yeah. And then the opposition, the expectation from them, they go for stand firm as an opposition. They not say well you na opposition na parliament na for just day no more. You they condemn. What if they bring na the table where go work between you and the ruling party? Una put things in place, una put things together, because not so una self una they represent the people then na una constituency, una they represent the people then na the country. Now una responsibility for all una come together, forget a way how una they I don't know a way how una they iron out things. If there is any conflict, there is a way una get the conflict resolution thing. We wanna get forget a mutual understanding and talk about things that wanna think say in all right. For now una they just walk away. They wanna come team up and do for the talk. Me to me, I'm not impressed. I don't talk, and there is a difference between an academic. There's a difference between an administrator. There's a difference between a politician. And when you learn book, you not get common sense back. Now the thing that he the loser, he the finally loser. That thing then they get for blend together, he the loser. Now we they see so inside the opposition. Like Chano Majuba, na very young guy. I don't know if he make we don't follow that guy. They can't talk with himself. Who now we dishonest wey una impose when una go impose the former electoral commissioner on the people of Sierra Leone, una sack the elected vice president na the Republic of Sierra Leone. Why una no be calm out? Let una condemn them thing dem dey inside your very political party. Cheno Maju, why una no do them thing dem dey? You na a lawyer. If you don't know say na this na the issue, why una not sit down with the leader of parliament and other MPs dem all una debate on this issue here? Why una don debate on una come with valid reasons why una no want this, why una no want this, why una no want ABC. Let the people of Sierra Leone witness that debate, and let us see who side they impose something on una know the way say. But una so impatient that una just want it just then una hear say 2023 we dey pull President Mada bill, we dey pull am. So una not even patient for set the record straight, bring issues then put on a table, una come together and debate on the issues then they una prefer for work out of parliament. 2023 one see the na grass no get for grow day until una say na UN dey camp out. UN no can na internal issue, may stay with we. So na that na me expectations then from the opposition. Na that go make we get institutions then when the opposition for don consult the institutions they all come together. Let us see how they debate on their issues then they, how they go able to address their issues then they. Now that go make we enjoy what we call democracy. Democracy. But you know they don't more, you know, for sabotage no more, for do this. You don't get no consultation with other institution because it don't go galvanize them in squad and they call waiting self. That stage they where they don't prepare for Ghana for any political career. If you say no more nice, I be pass on now because it work now here. But do I left we salon also you and garage.
Thank you very much. That was a very strong statement, Madam Tennessee. Sierra Leone not to UN garage. So because if you don't go work na UN, we can't lie say you don't build banga soka. You know, but a fair politician them, and as long we there, we could make sure we expose them. They want the winner mean worse for that country day. But then before we finish with this topic, let me play the other speaker. Then from there, we wrap up. Then we touch another last one. Then we'll able to close the program. When I listen to this order.
Because I want drop my car for service by 8 o'clock. I get for quit.
Continue to foster the unity for the liberation of our people. Because in spite of government's habit of ignoring or disrespecting our views, we are a pillar of democracy, and we shall fight until the tyranny we are living under today is broken. Soon, and very soon, we shall overcome. Long live democracy, long live COP, long live the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Well, Madam I want to let you just don't hear what Dennis Bright talk. I give you 2 minutes, let you finish it quick. Let I give you first.
Talk about which liberation, when they liberate them people there. Look what don't happen na Salon. This now be a sitting government where a guy called Alhaji Sako will travel all the way from Maryland, United States of America, where come with white people them, where get fire brigade company, they don't go establish that company then na Kenya, then come to Sierra Leone, then talk to them say, we don't find out say Sierra Leone get shortage of fire brigade. Do ya? We want to help this country for strengthening the fire brigade because of this global warming. Now they help people them. When Victor Fona be the vice president, he welcomed them people them. When they call the head of the fire brigade, the man said that they can't take in job, they're not the allowance. That time the APC government see the issue. Now they see the result of them seeing the day where don't happen. Who side them people they be day where them kind issues and then they're not able to address them. That are one of the liberation of the people where they bring thing where they develop in society, thing where they make, thing where they lack in society where they counter. Them is bread on and failure politicians there. The honor under SLPP that be done they don't move go because they get egotism. like how DJ first talk am, some people achieve greatness, some people were some people born with greatness, they achieve their greatness. They are failure politicians. They don't know the trend of the world. If they can't reach a time wey don 70, we don't want, they take power again, even in Africa. Kofi Annan don talk am. He say he worried about the generational conflict wey get for camp dey na Africa because of technology. When the young people then they can't realize, their eye open, they see wetin na the world. Then why they come forward? Na failure there. I definitely know say China Maju dey behind them because they don't create that stage for them. Inside then they can end them political career. Which liberation una dey bring am? Una na the people then this. When una come with something inside parliament, if the ruling party not agree, una get institutions and una dey bring the institutions and they on board, but una no dey do no consultation with the other institutions there. Among una self, una dey decide say we disagree, we dey go outside. It heart-rending. It really heart-rending. What about the APC member of parliamentarians then? Why they not sit down the all debate to see they say we disagree? Then just they pick themselves, then feel say then are the elites, then they kind of na the media for can project their own images them. They make like say yes, na this, na that. We really want to see Wusa una dey sit down and discuss about the issue of this country. If una mean real liberation, if una na real revolutionaries there, una come with area say na this area we get for liberate people, then na this area we want for liberate people, then we go get the message clear. But una no hold documents now, una how we know they see, because una dey go and package fake informations there. Una think say this government na one time government una dey pull am. Hey, e no get for easy for una one city. So me,
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Tene Paka. Well, before I hold you there, do you and I forgive your final statement? There you go. You left with it. We go wrap her up.
my final statement today to the Republic of Sierra Leone. Not to everything would they blame government. When this fire incident don't be, would they blame government? But we the parents of Sierra Leone will get a responsibility. When we don't born with Pekin, they will not train them fine. And Sierra Leoneans sit down, they want everything free of charge. They not get control, lawlessness. The people they not train them well at home. Now they lead with so some of the disasters they hold on the city in a salon. Everything they say na poverty, na man-made. You where they oversee, where they send message na Sierra Leone say na so they for do. You oversee where they na this country, yeah. Then they give you anything free. Me they give me free money recently because they quarantine me business lock. I know they it's government money, but because of me business, government say okay, your business not they run out, don't put you under quarantine. We go give you money, let you able pay for your storage. You say your business there and you safe. Nothing other way than they give you now free of charge. Then bring you can self as refugee. The ticket so then buy for you. Government they put that money there inside you where they work, they pay tax. So then free thing. I see people then sit down whole day instead of we mourn. They know they mourn now for cry and say now president's bill, not a responsible government. The previous government, if it be laid that foundation, if it don't be an easy walk over for the Slpp, but because all the institutions that were then there, the institutions were breakdown. There was a breakdown in their institutions then they scrap other institutions then through heavy corruption. Now the fire incident so don't be, and they made this today to the nation. There was a guy who traveled all the way from US. He came with people then during the APC regime. That guy they then disappointed in return with that package because the man of fire brigade when the manager say na in job the one can't take 9 hand. Now that made today fire incident na salon. We know they get emergency response because we not get enough fire brigade there inside. Now that go where President Bio go, if they try for organize them thing, then they will get in abundance so that the 149 chiefdoms inside Sierra Leone, for each chiefdom headquarters forget fire brigade, each chiefdom headquarters forget other enmities then. We go there for emergency response for address any issue wey dey affect we people dem. So una stop the blame card. Everything na per the poor man una dey put am. Wetin the opposition do? Woulda comot as opposition for can join hand with President Bio for make sure say dem beg dem people dem will not see dem. Instead dem dey expect say President Bio na for dey go meet an Escoma because na him chairman and leader for life for APC. President Bio no ever do am. You are the head. You are the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. No ever do am. On several occasions, you don't work to that mandate. Una don organize been to monitored APC because an Escoma put una under that cult. It dey control una or it dey put una together. Man dey wey educate pass there. Pass herself. It dey call them say munku. Now that same thing una wan let SLPP go under that same spell. They not get for possible. Then nobody not join the president from the opposition side. Now they would don't know say. Then just say everything and about themselves. Everything na about themselves. They sit down at the media houses there. They sit down and oversee. Then they go say na President Bio. Now say una picking there. The tanker driver we don't see am live where he talk say. The tanker they leak una no go there. Hey, we don't see free petrol. We see the bike riders there. Poor people then come on work then they inside motorcar. They don't lost their lives then they left their family there. Sierra Leoneans allow they talk as a citizen. Not to everything they bring politics guy inside. Not to President Bio send them now thief them go thief petrol. Now thief them go thief petrol because what it not belong to you will go take an thief am. So una left this blame game. The country they mourn. Una left this blame game. It's too much. Everything a politics una they bring inside. The global pandemic don't make inflation don't go high. So what you una do? Una very APCian trade inspectors and President Bio don't remove tax on rice and flour. Now then they go with the importers and then they increase the prices for give this government a bad name. Hey, una left for God day. God is you all. After today there is a tomorrow. Una more left. More they think as a citizen of that nation. When we think as a citizens of that nation, the future will be brighter for the next generation. Not to everything that politics will they bring inside. You when you picking up controller, not to President Bio they go tell her. Look the one who don't thief goats. When they catch her, it thief goats. Later they go bandage in hand saying a fire victim or they don't beat her. Because they're not trained outside. They na thief. In mama don't left the hide or in papa. They not tell her the honest truth. At the end of the day, strong guy like that, and they wait for them they do in agricultural farm. If for do something, the United Nations, the UN, they don't get conference. Say let everybody focus on agriculture because of this global pandemic. Food shortage get for day, and now we don't face in a salon because the young people that will get the strength will get for do this work, they all don't become bike riders. In 2010, when I returned to Sierra Leone, when I worked with Caritas, I be tell them say this bike rider issue get for bring hunger strike in Sierra Leone because after the war to now, from now 19 years this, all them people there will be there at the age of 60, 50. So they don't tire, they don't weak. The young people that will they expect for join them people there for develop the other move from the villages. They don't come a city. Everybody they ride bike. When they don't ride bike, then go take Ramadan. We don't claim President will hungry. Sierra Leone not a communist country. You got for grab you work. And una where they oversee the same message now. Una go cut cable. Una go do this. If you do that, then una they can't gain a power. I'm highly disappointed in una. Because it's not okay, they're not go crubbing and us. You know, reach na us. You put all they got sleep at you. For say you know want return home, let go enjoy. Sierra Leone a very beautiful country. Yeah, if you want build us near the beach, now millions and millions upon millions of dollars you get for pay for that sightseeing day. Whereas Sierra Leone will get them free of charge. Let do something, we'll go take something home, let go develop a country. Not to everything government get for do. Ghana, the diasporas, now then care something go, now then different community. Look that guy there, that celebrity billionaire guy, we don't return to Ghana. Now business in Kego, they develop. Estates, they not go for politics, so Kofi Annan will serve, will return to Ghana. e no go say because I don work na year they can't take over o. Hey, afẹsẹnẹsí una lẹfa APC dey end the political career.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenekpaka. It was really nice to get you here.
Let's stop the blame game. Let we mourn for them people there. I touch that side there because the blame game done too much na the media houses there. Na President Bio cause look at where they dance now. Na London. President Bio not a robot, na human being like una. Yeah, he get in rights for enjoying your own life.
Thank you very
not
much.
a planner. So tata.
Thank you very much, Madam Tenekpaka. Madam Tenekpaka just don't hit the nail. It don't say the hard fact. Yes, he say when I pull it when I multiple President Bio. Well, DJ Force. Now, how you enjoy the last speaker? Then from there, we enter.
Well, the last speaker say mouth off President Bio, hands off our president, mouth off our president. Now, waiting the opposition they try for do, they don't build a foundation for make sure say the country must continuously divided. This foundation APC be don't lay am. APC Tolongbo Tollgate Panbody be don't lay this foundation from 2007 to 2018. All the institutions in the Republic of Sierra Leone, they care politics good. They care politics go at the market. They care politics go among the bike riders. They care politics go among drivers' union. Now I make it the final say drivers' union, they know they obey this government. Today, the government go say from Freetown to Waterloo, now 2,500 leons. You go see the drivers union, they grad, they say no, now 5,000 leons. You don't see? So, APC build this foundation. Now, what thing go scatter this foundation? Now, discipline. Once you in authority, you are not taking instruction from the government. Then the government, they know, say, this person is not the problem at this institution, where it is hard time for encourage this government for take disciplinary actions against citizens in the Republic of Sierra Leone. We not get two government. Up to this day today, we get people where they work inside the government and they serve and it's by crew. And they go get salary na makeni at the end of every 31 days. Just for me, they go obey the instruction of an by crewman. But the one president will get. Now, what is really the opposition that they work towards? The opposition that they work towards due process. What's in this due process? What's in this due process? Like every Sierra Leoneans today, when they listen to this program, begin go check now the dictionary and begin know the meaning of due process. Because now due process that they take for threatening this government from the last speaker. This woman where they appoint, not to Chinese man. Everybody where President Bio they can go na parliament host, not to Chinese man, na Sierra Leonean. Now Badat, this Badat, now in the part divide Sierra Leone, now in the part kiss Sierra Leone. Now, President Bio, you government, now the people's vote, and the people the mambu, now put you there. Not pray this opposition them. Maybe they disobey you, they encourage them. No, opposition, we are paying you. In parliament house, we are paying you. It is the taxpayer money we are taking to pay you. So if you know they take the job serious, they will go tell you say disciplinary actions is the solution. Now, Dennis Bright in speech, he said we will fight. He not say oh they will win. Oh, now listen, the Bible and the Quran is now working.
Hold on there. Let me bring them back. Let the people there, let them watch her one more time. Watch them. Let we hear what Dennis Bright talk.
And continue to foster the unity of the opposition for the liberation of our people. Because in spite of government's habit of ignoring or disrespecting our views, we are a pillar of democracy, and we shall fight until the tyranny we are living under today is broken. Soon, and very soon, we shall overcome. Long live democracy.
Yes, continue. I want to refresh your mind.
He said disrespecting our view. Is Dennis Bright in parliament? Is he in parliament? He get any seats? He get any role for playing a parliament?
No.
He get any responsibility in a parliament?
No.
No. Sierra Leoneans, una be careful, political criminals. They don't pass the retirement age. They use force to come to power. And once they are coming to power, they are not coming to be Sierra Leone. Their leader don't fly. He don't come as Zambia. Zambia president, the new president, they don't get. They don't mature in politics. So now, the political criminal, political mafia, we know they are by Kruma. It don't fly. It don't in Zambia right now as I'm talking. Why? Now they fight for let again observer, election observer for Commoner Zambia for camp this election. But what really APC don't they forget? Now say now the people they vote. Now it matter not to observer. Observer the judge they come for make sure say una respect each another. Yeah, it did it right now. Yes. Now, how many know say it is Zambia? Now, one of the ministers, now he called me from Zambia. He said, who is this an Eskruma? I say, when I go observe on our elections, they say he's begging. He's begging for money. He's begging for us to get observer from Zambia here to go to Sierra Leone come 2023. So now political, and the guy will win this election as Zambia, and a very wealthy man. I'm here in border and I'm best of friend I have. In border, a very good friend to me. You understand? The guy is so wealthy. Now that money they go milk him, forget that money they from him. So they don't organize themselves now. Now Zambia, they don't concentrate. Now, moving forward, he said, Dennis Bright said they are disrespecting their view. Which view? Which view? Which view when Dennis Bright get for being Sierra Leone? Now, moving forward, he said we are going to fight. He said they don't say they are going to win. Oh, this is where the Bible ended. Yeah, he said we are going to fight. Listen to his speech. He said we are going to fight. He did not say we are going to win. The Bible and the Quran don't begin inside it. Yeah, hey, that people yeah, God don't take the mercy. God don't take the blessing from them. Yeah, let President Biono sit down and allow these people for use threats. Messages against her. It fits now that they go take for wiki in government. Now the people they vote the one for disrespect. And let President Biono say Dennis Bright, Samura, Cherry Coco, Sansmana, and Esbaikroma, and etc. Kande Yunkela, na Sierra Leoneans they reject them. This not the message today at the left with President Yo. For say, na Sierra Leoneans they reject the people here, make the gear in votes. And for they can lead the country. It is hard time. It stand tall against the people here and make sure say it put disciplinary actions in place against the people here. Yeah, even in overseas, man, when you feel say you go challenge the government go deal with you. Not to UN they pay tax na Sierra Leone. Now that they take from UN with mineral resources all get na Sierra Leone. Not to UN get up. The people here now with resources that they take this government for come to power. Come 2023, President Yo, do not allow these people to use violence and succeed through violence in the Republic of Sierra Leone. We should put disciplinary action now. Yeah? Listen to Dennis Bright in speech. He said, we will fight. He did not say we will win. You know what's the meaning of fight?
That's what the man said. He said they will fight. They are ready to fight. And before I continue, yes, this fight here, not to today, they don't begin them. Yeah? We don't see say they are ready to fight. And they prove and say they won't fight because we see what happened in Nakwenadogo district. They go fight.
Yes.
They cause destruction there.
Yes.
We see what happened in constituency 110, Josephine Jackson. We see what they do there.
They bought Josephine Jackson in us. They bought Josephine Jackson in us. Masala Samba, na be in charge. Na be organize that. They go about Josephine Jackson in us.
Yes.
So it is high time I'm calling on to internal minister For me, they know say President Bio don't dedicate a job to them, therefore stand tall. Not to President Bio get for tell them what he for do. Yeah, it's to keep the record straight this time. He said they will fight. He don't say they will win, no. He said they will fight. Sierra Leoneans should pay attention. People where God don't disgrace, people where God don't take the blessing from them, now they want to bring conflict now with country. It is good. Hard time. For now, we make sure say we put some disciplinary measures in place. If we put a disaster management in place, then we need to put disciplinary actions in place for disciplined, lazy politicians who don't come for can't distress rally. We not go take up from nobody who side the battlefield. Now listen, they say they will fight. I'm now requesting where is going to be the battlefield. Where?
And before I cut you off, I just want to say this fight, when they say that they fight, they're ready for fight because we don't see say APC there, they don't grab, then they take marshal there to train them to vandalize.
Yes.
So we tell the government, let the government not take, let it not take them thing and grant, let it take it very, very serious. When they see places then where they come with marshals then they train them to cause trouble. DJ first, 1 second, let people then see what here they talk about.
Team Black Press, as today do happen for be the 18th September 2021. This number should have the live inside Mena Hotel as the leading aspirant for the.
These are the marshal there where they train DJ Force. So continue. I just want to support you on what they talk.
Yes. It's hard time APC don't continue for disrespect this government, for disrespect President Bio in administration. But President Bio, remember, say, the people are already disrespect you. Now Sierra Leone, they reject them. Their votes, the property, their life, stand tall for protect them. Then people here don't train political marshals, political rebels. Now, the stronghold in Guinea. It don't fall. Now, Zambia, they want to go build their stronghold. And I'm well connected with Zambia. Me, are they all over the world? Yeah? I am well connected with Zambia. Even the president we don't win in Zambia today, he your brother, we na my neighbor. You know, now lecturer na ya. You know, me and they talk deep. They tell me about the plans of APC. He said, who is this political party called APC? I said, they are from my country. He said, these people are dangerous. Yeah? Now that Nayanda Itapam. He said, this party is a dangerous political party. And they call upon Sierra Leoneans. And they call upon police, the army, the judiciary, the justice system, the House of Parliament, for discipline, political criminals in the Republic of Sierra Leone, we call the say, then our opposition. No, government, you get power by the opposition. You don't mean say we discipline the opposition. That means your government is doing something wrong. In this country, wherein they get the biggest democracy, they are disciplined oppositions here. When you make a statement or you use money where not belong to you, they ask you for resign. The mayor just don't resign here because it display a figure where not belong to them. They say resign. He don't resign. Why Sierra Leone? Now they encourage lazy politicians for disturb the peace and unity and love in the Republic of Sierra Leone just for their own political interest. If we not discipline APC opposition, NGC opposition, C4C opposition, then people are Sierra Leoneans, they rejected them and they voted for President Bio. So that vote, President Bio, stand tall, APC, they are planning a very dangerous politics in Sierra Leone come 2023.
Hang on there. Thank you very much. Hang on there. Now, we see how they don't become destructive opposition. What happened? They train marshal. But then what did President Bio do? DJ Force. President Bio open farm, agriculture, SFDD. So now we want to let people understand today's topic. We are talking about the hard-working government of Sierra Leone when a hard-working president talking Rubio and the destructive opposition. We see APC them, then they take money to train marshal there, to go Guinea open party office there, to train political criminals, rebel then to can't disturb the peace what they enjoy. Why President Bio say, I dey do ya when I can't make farm. So now, this is the President Bio, a goodness with a pandu, a hard work with a pandu. Now just see small, I can't go back to you.
We'll be done to talk about agriculture in this country, but a lot of people can look down on anybody where they do agriculture. Agriculture now about we all. For make I show you now the example, this is not just one of my own rice farm there. The last time I been plow with the machine. This time at the show now we don't plow, and with the help of the community within Naya at this particular part of the country, we don't able to do up to 500 acres of rice Naya. And then because we start late. Next year, I'd encourage them for make we plant up to 1,000, and we would keep for increase. I want for me to do 2,000 acres Naya.
Now, sorry for cutting off DJ Force. Now we don't see a hard-working president. We encourage people then, everybody down to the ministers then for letting them go do a good job, for letting them invest in agriculture. But then we see opposition that will just they pass around one place to another. They use the finance where they don't thief. They use stock then to go cause problem them. Some of them where they don't cause trouble because of that money where they don't thief. They get her now. They use them to buy pampers, kush, to use them to destroy their features. Why they you pick it and they do them. Now, you don't see the difference between the APC destructive oppositions them and the good President Top and Dubio where they encourage Sierra Leoneans then to join hands to make Salon good. So what's in your own take on that?
When the agriculture facilities, educations, where President Bureau bring can to Sierra Leoneans, then 9 oppositions they want destroy. But I want to draw the attention of Fritonians, Northerners, Southerners, Easterners, for me to know, say, the biggest diamond where they be thief na Sierra Leone, we all don't remain poor. Now, I make today with the pass and say, Magi dia, Pepe dia, Yabas dia. Now, when they don't see President Bio don't bring agriculture, they try for 4 western area for not accept this agriculture. They try for force the Northerners for me they not take this agriculture. Yeah? Because the feel say all lazy politicians then are the north therefore they destroy. And for draw Sierra Leoneans they say the north is Sidonia feature not because of what? For long they enjoy no more. No, now for feed free town. The highest kilometer, highest hour where they drive now 6 hours, you don't enter Freetown. 8 hours, you don't enter Freetown. 3 hours, you don't enter Freetown. So then district and the way they did around that capital city, now for feed Freetown. Now President you don't bring agriculture for them. Now the opposition they try for distract the attention of the population, the public, for letting them not take this agriculture serious. John like when they effect now, they go to school now, they go and teach school picking and they run away with them. Longe yesterday said the whole somebody day we go teach picking at school. You know, it is hard time for law to destroy APC because APC now they distress Sierra Leone, now they pull the train, now they kill the agriculture. With people, they not be the eat white man rest. Now barabara rest, they be the eat. Everybody when they listen to this program today, go prove say Sierra Leone, they not be the eat white man rest. They not be no what in a Chinese man rest. Now barabara from the northern part of Sierra Leone. Now they be the supply Gambia, Guinea, Liberia, Sierra Leone. Across the south to the east to the 4 cardinal point. That barabara rest, now the north be the come on. So when President Biodon come to power, he said, I will rebuild Sierra Leone back. Let us go back to agriculture. Today, the opposition they fight very strongly for the people they don't accept agriculture. But let them know say, hey, Yabas, now this country, now it's man they plant them. Pepe, now it's man they plant them. Rest, now it's man they plant them. Nobody they plant them for them. Now they say they plant them. So if you can tell me, say make I talk about the hard-working president, the things the way don't they bring, and now in the opposition they fight very hard for let it not succeed, pana. Because once it succeed, pana, Sierra Leone, they become the superpower power in the West African region. We get land past Boku Africa countries now. Yeah, we land, it is still empty. Yeah, so if we make now, we get the best soil. We will soil now, rain no more in need, now water in need. You don't need no fertilizer. Yeah, Kane Yunkela, Dennis Bright, Samura, Sansmana, Dana Konomani, etc., and it's by Kuma. They give them $30 million for come build youth farm. So that who say go get vaccine and then they don't want let President Bill succeed panaya. Then can embezzle them money. Now when President Bill don't come with the facility to the people, they want for destroy. It is hard time I see the government workers them, institutions them for draw disciplinary actions against the citizens in the Republic of Sierra Leone, because the citizens, they say with judiciary it corrupts. Yeah. They say you don't say with judiciary it corrupt. Well, let me begin tell them say now we institutions them, they're not corrupt, but we go draw disciplinary actions against any citizen in the Republic of Sierra Leone. That na me message at the left with Sierra Leonean, and that na me speech today where I go tell Sierra Leoneans and say this government is serious past all government will be done the can Sierra Leone. Men they make sure see they not encourage the opposition for destroy them as they don't trade political marshals, political rebels. They then a Peter what no more than the way 2023, and they encourage the police for men they stand tall because they get the picking them and they want to see the picking the education they succeed. Men they not allow lazy people can in that country they take left. They go chook policeman because when I see them recently, then there's for Samura in ICC report, people they take NEF. Now people they hand. And this coming 2023 President Bio, would they talk to you say civilized Sierra Leone politics, we don't want no rally. Rally neither increase drug selling in Sierra Leone. Rally neither increase killing and burning, alcohol, yeah, lawlessness. Civilized with election this time. That rally na APC legacy. Na Shaka Stevie legacy. Not to Sierra Leone be there, it be the campaign, not to rally that be get na streets. Yeah? So now me message this to President Bio today say, come 2023, no rally. No rally.
No runoff.
No runoff.
Thank you very much. That is DJ for the Slpp DJ. They talk direct live from Australia. You know, my family, when I just join, this is not Slpp Weekly News. Today, we talk about the hardworking government of President Tok Ndubio and the destructive opposition there. The only thing when they believe in is to destroy. In order to join President Bio, for let them make Mama Salon very beautiful, attractive, and sexy, they don't want to do them. They want to destroy them. And I tell the authorities, them they want to know one thing, the government, just like how DJ Force said, they want to take on our responsibilities very, very serious, especially the police. Because APC then say, now war, then now UN go part 3, they go come with war. Then as Bryce say, they're ready for fight. And we don't yet see the last one where they can show now APC youth will say, who said the power day, now they die day. And they're ready for die for who said that power day. So Sierra Leoneans, let's watch this. Then from there, we'll wrap up. We'll close the program.
Oh, get for win. I want low win no say no to easy power. Nah. Then go take this power, then keep her outside die day. And low already know say if we get for win this election, people get for die. We don't know that. Either me, you or you. We don't know who that get for that. Nah. If you say you afraid that die outside and put this power with the left hand day, then go continue for use reaper now.
Well, my family then, you know, this program now a program where authentic. Now a program where they always cover the hard fact. Anything where they talk now, we get evidence to us. When I don't see what this APC man don't talk, see, we side the power day na die day. And they're ready for die. So DJ for talk this, then you give final message.
Well, thank you very much, Deputy Chairman Hola Branch and engineer at the Slpp Weekly News. I tell you thank you. I want to draw the attention of ministers, government today. For say APC Tolongbo Tollgate pan body, they listen to their media houses more than anybody in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Whatever the media house they say, and they will put it into practice, and they will work towards it, and they will work towards their dream. So when they see that video, how would they bring account to the public, to the government, may they not narrate them. Because that is the difference between SLPP and the APC Tolongbo Tollgate pan body. When APC, the people they speak, they stand behind it. When SLPP, the people speak, they take it for granted. They don't act towards it. That is the difference. Now, such information, this mobile and then at Tombo, 24 hours, they make sure say the family they not for pay attention by this government. Now I make it get the moment it talk say, who said this power they now die they but they don't know who that get for die. And APC they work towards that very, very strong. When the media houses they talk, they take them very serious. They keep her as a symbol, as a record. When we speak, we leaders they take them like it is not interested or it is not important. That is the difference between APC and SLPP. We don't see with they in power, they attack SLPP supporters them. They choke them, they beat them, and they go buff. Kabbalah election. Somebody enter there with motoka, green, they burn up. 30 days an office say they don't lay hamper. Any of them people away to cause that atrocity. This is the difference. When APC acts, when they say they will act, and their leaders will support them, and they will be behind them. When we want to act, our leaders will turn blind eyes to it. Hard time for let SLPP know say the world today is not different. Would I get mine? Now in the rule. Would I get mine? Now in the continue for provide for in people them. Yeah. So if APC they say the power who say they not die they, but they don't know who that get for die, they don't lay the foundation. They don't trade a lot of marshals them. When get for he leave themselves from diaspora to Sierra Leone, and they go out to the one the way they did in Peter. We are not creating fairness into Sierra Leonean, but we are telling the truth to the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone and the SLPP party for say, may they not underrate APC. Now before Cheno Maju, now England, they say when and how to get rid of President Biu. Maju return at Britain, the government not call the minority speaker of parliament to question for that speech in England. But they turn blind eye to it. So today, the activeness of APC opposition for disturb this government, now we be don't lay the foundation. Because we'll take power, we say we should work together. No. APC no they serve SLPP. They don't agree. I want to draw the attention of the government say APC no go serve SLPP. No matter what the SLPP do, APC will not interested in SLPP administration. For 50 years, they not agree. So we go encourage the government. The one day where President Biu don't believe in them for provide safety for the Republic of Sierra Leone. Many don't say the eye for day on the streets. Even when they sleep, they for the thing Sierra Leone. Yeah, because APC now they know the value of power. Now they know how power sweet. Now they know the money where they in that country. They now they kill us power. That they become dangerous and desperate for retain power back and take power back. Now, I they call upon Sierra Leoneans and the one way they fly for return to Sierra Leone this December where they come. Let the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone expand its security network very strong because the diaspora and oppositions and they fight very hard for hard onto the one that are put on for or govern this government. So let government not relax na festival season, let people they can enjoy and forget. No, we have political mafia and the diaspora where we don't import weapon. Yeah, they be don't export weapon na Sierra Leone. Where the government be don't go prove me right say they be don't hold that weapon there. So now, before they begin arrest that weapon and the weapon they be don't enter na Sierra Leone where they don't even know. Now just because the Bible and the Quran now it can prove it wrong. Now they get for type of fly inside this December for go execute the duty. So let everybody sit down first now, Sierra Leone. Yeah, the one when they get travel ban, may they sit down first because we know what they see say. The government say, and his command has been bound not to travel. They already say they travel. Who said this law come on now? They say he get travel ban, he get corruption cases, but 24 hours they travel. So, me mind, now for let them know say, diaspora, APC diaspora, we're ready for government President Bio administration. We talk say President Bio must go. They got the reason why they say President Bio must go. And they mean it, and they plan it, and they will work towards it. No matter what we party leaders they try for turn blind eye to it, it is for sure. Now when they pass, and me na informants. Aulande. Thank you. Me na DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, DJ Force, for your brilliant speech where you give. Sierra Leoneans, this is our program, SLPP Weekly News. Now, yeah, we talk the hard part and give recommendations then. You know, the last speaker talked about people like Maju. They go out and they give statements, then they go free. With brothers and sisters, then they give some statements. Then when they give statement, quick, SLPP will say, we know they take us serious. ABC, they listen to the media houses them more than we. So we encourage you now for let una listen to what them we they take, we they talk now, they count evidence them, we not idle. We mean well for the nation, or we mean well for we party. So then statements then things then we are not taken, we are not underrated. We see the last time where Chano Majuba it become a political rebel movement to attack inside the House of Parliament. At the end of the day, it become rebel leader, a rebel. It go free because what he be do? If not any punishment where they for wrong gear, the whole war will for all for no. But that case just go and left him. So Sierra Leoneans and the government, what will they represent? We are not blind. We know who they see. We will not mind these interrelated politics. They will not milk APC Tolongo to give somebody. Now then they make they governor, they stand strong, they say that they come, they say President Bio must go. So we encourage the government for letting stand strong, for letting not underrate every statement where they come out. Now the media from the opposition, they mean them. They're not they pan sleep, they're not they pan joke with them. They want power pass, we where they did. But I know say we say we want power more than them. But the only way they're gonna say we want power more than them, whenever they do reckless things, where it go against the law, let the law deal with them fully. Because if they end up and face the full weight of the law, they don't go grab them, go say the judiciary, it's not correct. It's not correct. Diana would we see Paulo Conte grab a take gun. He go to go kill President Bio. He don't go free. And wake up. He not even tell President Bio thank you. What did he do? He tell APC them thank you. They say in fact it don't stand strong to come back again because injustice they don't happy to run. Whether it's a gun, when I be APC time, that movement what Paulo Conte do. But if that God forbid anybody will do them, now die, they die. Then they kill them. And I also want to remind Sierra Leone that Paulo Conte and the man will go take that rope where they hang people their neck on and they show them public TV how for execute somebody who commit crime. Now they do them. So what you would try for say is when I forget for take when a media team very, very serious. Sometimes the senses then they when I go learn from them, and sometimes the one they when I know senses then when I also look and see what he now the correct things then. But now this platform here, now the platform where they see the hard fact. Now this platform here, now here we they talk with evidence. We don't compile with evidence, we don't investigate. They will come with them. Then we make sure let the people they know, let we not aware and know say that this they happen. So there is nothing absolutely what we talk now. We not talk in the box. We out of the box. We make sure we talk everything inside the box with tangible evidence, and then we will display all the evidence right here to prove it right. DJ Force, what you talk about, and it's by Kruma in Zambia. You expect what I'll show unto you already? You laugh.
Well, I was not expecting that you have that. Because I believe, but you know, you're an engineer. I know that you're an engineer, and I'm so proud of you if you showed that photo, because already the information of dead. Then by the time it's I see the video, kudos to you, man.
Thank you. You know what you had a tripod say, let everybody know say Naya na only authentic message there with the Naya. Anything will come out area and let the government take a very serious. Opposition and not big pass the constitution. Like DJ first give one statement and Alekan. That statement where it say that the people them Sierra Leoneans them vote President Bio, and President Bio have to defend the Sierra Leoneans them vote under the constitution. If anybody where they don't beat you 2018, where we know they campaign business now, campaign time not open yet, we still get election time with 2024. Then you they pass around, you would cause noise, they move around, they make like say you na kakatua, would they advise the security. Then I not wait for President Biola give the command. They get the command, they get the right under the jurisdiction, the right for then anybody will make any reckless statement. Then they reach a Dumont. Yes, because if they milk APC, they will do more than that. But when they vomit, they go know how they go work.
Well, paso de na, I don't cut you on. Paso de na power, APC de na power. Small bobo way you know the politics. They go visit President you. They shoot alive. It died there. Say today Okana power no investigate that case. It died. The police they no investigate. You know, it is dangerous. For say, we they encourage APC to become more lawless than the country where action not they follow them. APC, the only thing they afraid, now the law. But not to matter they afraid. Because when they break the law and the law deal with them, that is the time they go know their mistakes. But there's a lot of mistakes then now where they happen, where the law enforcers they sit down and President Bill they look to. No, bro, it is wrong, man. It is wrong, man. We have the national anthem. It is hard time for we government officials, institutions who are responsible for discipline citizens. For me, they know say there is boundary between you and the law. There is law between your actions in any states. It is good now for law to begin see this government begin make sure say discipline, not all the less opposition go act before they act. Before they go there, we must stop them and also discipline them. There's a lot of information that the constitutions where they turn blind eye to it. So now they don't begin blackmail with credible institutions them, where it is hard time for the institution to stand up tall against any citizens of the country. We see people that go thief grab on a road in Sierra Leone. Today, it don't end into fear again, disaster. After when this fear tanker don't bust, we still see petrol tanker go for them. The Magbere Bridge. People still go there back for go take that fear. That kerosene. So this stealing culture, it didn't say we. Let the police they stand tall for make sure say they stop them tear away they happen in the society. People they go create stone. Stone where government they be roads. Just because Slpp. I want to draw the attention of the government for say the people that will be there na power open na power. They don't want this party. They don't want anything where the government they do for them. So let we make sure say not to they vote for the government here, and the government go provide for anybody where they in Sierra Leone, but we go discipline anybody back where they in Sierra Leone, whether internal or external. That is my final information to the nation and to the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Enough is enough. Due process now they threaten this government with press release, parliament or boycott from tail to the hit now. to the election. Now that will get for the C. And now that they get for the trade to the government with. No, not take them from there. Thank you, fellow Sierra Unions. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, DJ Force, the SLPP DJ, follow Sierra Leone and how we get for can end this program tonight. We don't show to say President Bio, na hardworking President Bio, na the only man we able make Mama Sierra Leone. President Bio, na the only man where will be the cry for we can take we from behind enemy line and bring we now today we say we day. President Bio, he don't already win 2024 election. There's no second round. But then APC then, because they know say the game it don't in their favor, they don't begin cry foul. We'll not even go for we not even go.
We not even go for the election, but this now a meditated plan plan they don't put. Now a foundation where they don't put for say we not agree. That result what they don't call we not agree. APC is dangerous. Yeah. So now a meditated plan they don't learn. Now for tomorrow, when 2023 election will not be announced in favor of them. They go say we not agree. Now the foundation this way they don't lay. Go ahead.
You know, that is it. They already don't plan now. So we not go now the battlefield yet. We not begin cry. So we'll go there. What's go happen? This just the tell when I say the oppositions them, they are lazy politicians them, lazy opposition them, just like how DJ Force you call them. They are lazy. Yeah. So they not say inside salon, we don't fence for them. They know they work anymore. So the credibility where the government get and the score where it get, they want massive. But just like what the DJ Force always can say, the Bible and the Quran, they don't swear them. And God will expose them every day. This is not SLPP weekly news. Every week we recap with hard-working president talk and do bio. Today we talk about the hard-working government. Even though President Bio is not the leader, but because of the hard work with all they do together, we tell them thank. I tell President Bio thank you. The VP thank you. I tell the Big Ten thank you. Everybody inside the government today, I tell them thank you so much. So today I will stop for today. I don't know what you get DJ Force. Then from there, I close
it's good way you call the Big Ten. You know, the Big Ten gets a very big job. Today, the message I will left to all SLPPians, both internal and external, for say, we SLPP will believe in democracy and we believe in the ballot box. Now, we believe in one thing, what we practice. SLPP, the population don't increase. Every day they produce 1 for 5. What do I mean 1 for 5? One man they bring 5 men every day. And that 5 men they bring every day, they also get one position now the party. The aggressive behavior in the party will not be tolerated from anyone. And everybody must stop. We don't believe in aggressive behavior. So I want to draw the executives where hold positions now this party for say now vote they be vote for you, they can vote against you back. When they vote against you, accept them. This now the message at the left. The population they increase every day. SLPP they born picking every day. Let we accept transfer of power in the SLPP party. Remember, now it or you be dead day. Now somebody be dead day, they pull and they put you day. When they want for pull you, now for take the back seat and increase your hard work like where Mason Dumbuya don't they do. Mason Dumbuya now in they left the legacy of SLPP for we now. He don't clearly spell out to we say he love SLPP more than he love himself. Today, in good work, now he don't peer back. He don't retain in power with in age. We don't reach to retirement age, but they say, Nati, you know they go. We want you. We want for see Mason Dumbuya in time. Now the SLPP party, more than anybody where if you say you important part, the SLPP. This now my message today, what they left. The aggressive behavior in the party will not be tolerated from anybody. Action will take place. Disciplinary action will take place. We SLPP will believe in democracy and we can vote for you and we can vote against you. Yeah? People be there when I be other responsible position where they be there today. They know they. For example, where is Omani Kape? Now SLPP be vote for him. They vote against him back. You know they today. This now my message where they left. I tell everybody thank you when they listen to this program today. We're now on a house called SLPP Weekly News. I tell you, Dima, the great engineer, and I also say thanks to the listeners and the hardworking minister, deputy internal minister. Bravo to you. Continue under the Big Ten. We love you out there. Thank you.
Fellow Sierra Leonean, that was a strong message to we brothers and sisters inside the SLPP. I believe, see, in SLPP, now the only party we believe in democracy. I believe, see, inside the SLPP, now the only party that they tolerate but good things there. But what my brother say is the fact. When we vote somebody in, we'll vote you in. When we're not satisfied, we will pull you there. But then me your advice what I give here today. We all now one. We mission for President Bio to remain in power until 2028, 2029. We vote the other one back. We will get for choose. The journey is long. What can make SLPP go na opposition? Now because we fight we self. And I believe say when there is unity among us, we will always remain in power. There is no way where SLPP will not get dispute, will not divide, where APC go kind of power. So when they see Boku APC, then they don't fall in love with SLPP. Some of them come with good intention, some of them come with bad intention. So we therefore also be very, very careful. And also let we learn to be appreciative. And also let we respect the big one then. And also let we appreciate anybody who work hard for this party. Not because of politics or because you want to score political point. Then you will tarnish somebody in your reputation, or you will try to come with message where it not represent somebody just because you want to score a point. You might win and you sit down there after you don't damage somebody. Remember, see what Peter do to John, it will happen also to Peter. What goes around comes around. So what are the advice me, brothers and sisters in the SLPP? Speaking authoritatively as the deputy chairman of the Sierra Leone People's Party, Holland Branch. With the power when they invested in me, as they say here today, let's be united. Let us not fight each other. Let us not bring down somebody because of somebody don't tell you this or do this. At the end of the day, we go say beaucoup things then. But we all belong to one family. If you can't tell me something during election because you want to score point, or you blackmail me, or you do something where it's not good, tomorrow how you get for watch me? Then say word where it come out to go back. It's difficult for let it go back. Some man they forgive, but some man don't they forget. So I just want to play decent politics. If you love somebody or you believe say this person get manifesto a big part of this, use the person in your manifesto to praise them. If you know say information don't come to you about somebody where you know say that information, you know really 100% get the tangible information where it say this a concrete. Do you and for take time how you send her out? You might hold on that you send her out, that makes somebody where you go regret them for the rest of your life. So let us remain calm, remain peaceful, stand strong together, and make sure this party remain in power. We know what to be don't happen during Pakaba days when Pakaba be one common power. We will fight among ourselves. Where we own brother Magai, e go team up na kenema. E team up bamba ule. E say the banga the pantry. E say nothing no dey inside. E talk inside mende. You talk boy, you bag by home. Then the granny they ask, what he makes a nothing no dey inside. Still remember that parable. He say mo break wow, so we don't put pama inside. Mo tu ilega, they don't cut banga. Mo just say wow, they don't pull brain stick inside. Mo papa make wow, they don't pull my pama day. He say at the end of the day, top boy Slpp say it don't done. Then granny them we believe in this party. Then part we believe in this party. You know what's in the message when they came? I want to remind everybody. They say, bow along. That they tell Maga. They say, bow along. How you they call bow way, DJ Force? Well, that I not. They say, I got to move. To move the
Maggot inside it.
It's a maggot there inside. Inside that maggot, I get pamai, I get oil, everything they come out inside. So to tell when I say how people they love this party so much that it could be very, very disappointing that we forget what in our own duty to protect the party, to make sure this party make this country, let it become a very good country for we all, then we abandon our land, we take individual interests. So my advice I say to the all Slpp members, let's join hands together, support His Excellency, campaign whether you campaign for, but not put anybody down. Everybody inside the Slpp, they are very, very important. If anybody do one thing for you, for we inside the Slpp, let us take that one thing they what it do very important. Let us learn how to appreciate. And I believe see when we talk about appreciative party, now we. So let God bless we all. Let God bless we brothers and sisters the way they stand for their position. Then they let God make that way will be where God mark for let it come and benefit we and make sure it also benefit the nation. Let God appoint them. Now me your message then I will say let us stand strong and support President Bill. Wiring would they do with things that were necessary to do. Me Nadima the Great, the Slpp Bobo, I will say thanks and let God bless we all. And I tell when I say President Bill, we go vote on back 2024 election. So, family, then this is not Slpp Weekly News. Me where they talk, me Nadima the Great, DJ Force we just don't left, and Madam Tenet Baka. I thank you all. Let God bless we all. God bless Mama Sierra Leone.
For development national. And we go here, we are with the Votaman. We are with the Votaman. We are with the Votaman. For development national. Sholele, 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 sholele. After you, sholele, 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 sholele. Sholele, 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 2023. Show them say you do it, 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 after you do it. Saloma waiting, we say, yeah, we dey vote for you, yeah, we dey vote for you, yeah, we dey vote for you, Obu Salon no before. Before waiting, we say, yeah, we dey vote for you, yeah, we dey vote for you, yeah, we dey vote for you, Salon no better.